Welcome, lovely viewers, to another exciting video. Welcome to our video on 2016 AFF Championship. We're thrilled to have you here. Top scorer equal Teerasil Dangda 6 goals, fair play equal player equal Chanathip Songkrasin, prevseason equal 2014, next season equal 2018. The 2016 AFF Championship, sponsored by Suzuki and officially known as the AFF Suzuki Cup 2016, was the 11th edition of the AFF Championship, the football championship of nations affiliated to the ASEAN Football Federation (AFF). The whole tournament ran from 19 November to 17 December 2016. After the recognition by FIFA as a category tournament, the 2016 edition of the tournament would grant international ranking points for each match. The group stages of the championships were held for the first time at Myanmar and the Philippines from November 2016. Thailand were the defending champions, but won the tournament by a victory in the two-legged final against Indonesia to secure their 5th title. Let's now turn our attention to hosts and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. At the 11th ASEAN Football Federation Council meeting in Naypyidaw on 21 December 2013, Myanmar and the Philippines were named as co-hosts the group stage of the tournament. This will mark the first time that both countries will host the group stages of said competition. The Philippine Football Federation (PFF) initially withdrew as co-hosts of the group stages in February 2016, citing issues with the Rizal Memorial Stadium as well as the availability of another venue. The replacing host was said to be announced on 12 March 2016, with Malaysia and 2014 co-hosts Singapore and Vietnam announcing they have all were to apply. The Philippines also later announced that they would appeal to keep their hosting rights. On 7 March, the AFF accepted the appeal of the Philippines while Malaysia were named standby host, with Vietnam and Singapore withdrawing their bids. The Philippines were given until 11 March in order to secure a contract to use the Philippine Sports Stadium (PSS) as a venue. Rizal Memorial Stadium is to be used as a secondary venue during the final simultaneous group matches. On 12 March, it was confirmed that the Philippines retained hosting rights, following an AFF Council meeting in Da Nang, Vietnam. The PFF was able to present a contract with the PSS to the AFF as well as a letter of guarantee from the Philippine Sports Commission. Moving on to the next segment, we have venues. Kuspan style equal background Korakikif Bangkok Kuspan style equal background Korakikif Bogor Kuspan style equal background Korakif Hanoi Kuspan style equal background Korakif Yangon Raja Mangala Stadium Pakanzari Stadium and National Stadium Thuan Stadium capacity 49,722 capacity 30,000 capacity 40,192 capacity 32,000 Kuspan Text Ein Center Kuspan style equal background Kolofks Nakido Kuspan style equal background Kolofks Boca Kuspan style equal background Kolofks Manila 1 Thaiki Stadium Philippine Sports Stadium Rizal Memorial Stadium capacity 30,000 capacity 20,000 capacity 12,873. As we transition, let's shed light on qualification and its relevance to our ongoing exploration. Also during the AFF Council meeting in Naypyidaw, Myanmar, Cambodia were named as hosts for the qualification tournament. Myanmar and the Philippines automatically qualified to the final round as hosts. The Football Association of Indonesia was suspended by FIFA and they wouldn't have been able to participate in the tournament if suspension imposed on them won't be lifted by in time for the tournament. The AFF had given Indonesia a deadline of before 5 August 2016 to have the suspension lifted. The suspension was lifted at the 66th FIFA Congress. As we enter this new chapter, let's navigate the complexities of qualified teams and unravel its multifaceted nature. The following 8 teams qualified for the competition. The time has come to unravel the secrets behind draw and gain a deeper understanding. The draw for the 2016 AFF Championships was made on 2 August 2016, with Indonesia placed in the bottom pot after the FIFA's suspension. The identity of the 8th qualified team Cambodia was yet to be determined at the time of the draw. Let's zoom in on match officials and understand its implications. The following referees were chosen for the competition: Jared Galepfu Mingran Arumaganeri Uti Kimura Jumpi Idodam Mahadikab Abdul Bakikim Dongjin Sod Tufeli Harimiret Kubana Yuming Sunahand Abdullah Hassan Moham Valentin Kovalenkovich's Tantashev. Let's transition to group stage and uncover its significance. Thumb up right result of teams participating in 2016 AFF Championship. Tiebreakers. Ranking in each group shall be determined as follows. 1. Greater number of points obtained in all the group matches. 2. Goal difference in all the group matches. 3. Greater number of goals scored in all the group matches. If 2 or more teams are equal on the basis on the above 3 criteria, the place shall be determined as follows. 1. Result of the direct match between the teams concerned. 2. Penalty shootout if only 2 teams were tied and they met in the last round of the group. 3. Drawing lots by the organizing committee. Brace yourselves for the next chapter, where we'll be dissecting Group A. All matches played in the Philippines. Times listed are local arts. I invoke sports table main style football source if a team with name fine name for name sin name in Resultuk. Class rules root stage tiebreakers. Update complete win fi draw fi loss fi egg fi go fi status fi win for draw for loss egg for gotha win sin draw sin loss sin egg sin go sin win id draw id loss id neg id go id. Team for team id team fi team sin. Raise call hiduk ikul fi green text knockout phase. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding Group B and gain a fresh perspective. All matches to be played in Myanmar. Times listed are local arts. I invoke sports table main style football source if a team width. Name your name mos name by name cam. Resultuk. Class rules root stage tiebreakers. Update complete win mio draw mio loss mio id mio go mio status mio win miss draw miss loss miss if miss go miss win v draw v loss v if v go v win cam draw cam loss cam id cam go cam. A team v a team e a team with a team cam. Raise call hiduk ikul fi green text knockout phase. Let's zoom in on bracket and understand its implications. Scores after extra time are indicated by AT, and penalty shootout are indicated by pen. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into semi-finals. First leg. Second leg. Indonesia won on the aggregate. Thailand won on the aggregate. In this chapter, we'll be unraveling the enigma of finals and discovering its transformative power. First leg. Second leg. Thailand won on the aggregate. Prepare yourself for an in-depth analysis of Best XI in this section. The Best XI was a squad consisting of the 11 most impressive players at the tournament. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into the fascinating world of discipline. In the final tournament, a player is suspended for the subsequent match in the competition for either getting a red card or accumulating 2 yellow cards in 2 different matches. Players who received a card during the final are not included here. With the groundwork laid, let's now examine tournament team rankings and its connections to our previous discussions. This table will show the ranking of teams throughout the tournament. I invoke sports table main style will. Source if update complete. Name cam win cam draw cam loss cam ig cam go cam name in win id draw id loss id nig id guide name mos win miss draw miss loss miss ig miss go miss name mio win mio draw mio loss mio ig mio go mio name fi win fi draw fi loss fi ig fi go fi name sin win sin draw sin loss sin ig sin go sin name for win for draw for loss fi ig for go for name vi win v draw v loss v v go v. Team ver team in it team v a team e a team of a team fi a team sin a team cam expertise. Raise call header final result resulted equal first equal second text second up text third finalists text eliminated in group stage. As we enter this new phase, let's uncover the impact of match balls on our broader topic. The official ball for AFF Suzuki Cup 2016 used the Mitre Delta Flu Hypersm. Based on the Delta Hyperzone design, the ball will be the first blue-colored official match ball in the AFF Suzuki Cup. Now, let's dig deeper into incidents and controversies and unveil the hidden treasures it holds within. On 23 November, 3 days before the match between Malaysia and Myanmar, the Malaysian Minister of Youth and Sport Kerry Jamaluddin said that he had petitioned his country Football Association to boycott Myanmar as the Group B host because of Myanmar government's alleged persecution to the Rohingya Muslims after repeated calls from West Malaysian Malay Muslim individuals and political groups of United Malays National Organisation UMNO, Pan-Malaysian Islamic Party PAS, People's Justice Party PKR, National Trust Party AMANAH Penang branch as well from Malay extreme group of Pertubahan Pribumi Perkasa to boycott the country. In response, the ASEAN Football Federation AFF warned Malaysia if they suddenly withdraw from the ongoing tournament without giving any valid reasons for the team problems just because of political concerns, the Football Association of Malaysia FAM will facing a long-term sanction from FIFA for letting political interference spread into the association. 2 days later, on 25 November, FAM stated that they were not going to boycott the tournament and said that they would continue playing their last group match against Myanmar, with both of the team coaches playing down the issues before the match. However, in the last Group B match, Myanmar shocked Malaysia with a score and advanced to the semi-finals for the first time since 2004, while Malaysia failed to advance for the first time since 2010. During the second leg of the semi-final match in Hanoi between Indonesia and Vietnam, the decision by China referee Fu Ming was deemed as biased by most Vietnamese supporters as the referee did not give any action for any fouls committed by the Indonesian side, while heavily punishing the Vietnamese side when their goalkeeper Trần Đình Minh given a red card on the 76th minute in a sudden controversial decision. Following the heavy disappointment from Vietnamese supporters when their national team failed to qualify for the finals, which mainly has been blamed due to the awful decision by the China referee, some Vietnamese supporters who lost their patience followed the Indonesian team bus after the end of the match while the team was on their way back to their hostel, throwing the bus with 2 large rocks resulting in a slight injury of an Indonesian goalkeeping coach and their team doctor. This was heavily criticized by Indonesian fans for the unsportsmanlike conduct shown by some of the Vietnamese supporters. One of the Indonesian players, Evan Dimas, describes the attacks as what could end someone's career as he witnessed the 2 big rocks almost hit someone in the face while striking the bus window, which led the bus driver to make a U-turn back to a national stadium for protection from the Vietnamese authorities, especially when the large angry crowd of motorcyclists began to number and tried to surround their bus. A replacement bus was eventually dispatched with heavy security from the Vietnamese authorities following the attacks, with the Vietnam Football Federation (VFF) and other Vietnamese fans issuing an apology over the incident. At the first leg final in Bogor between Indonesia and Thailand, while Thai player Teerasil Dangda was taking up a free kick, his face was seen targeted with green laser light from Indonesian supporters. The laser lights continued to be pointed to other Thai players, especially to Thai goalkeeper Kuen Pham-Sachanan, who later complained to Japanese referee Jumpy Ida for the lights that disrupted his concentration. Indonesia scored 2 goals shortly when Thai players began losing concentration. During the media session shortly after the end of the match, Thai coach Chanathip Songkrasin openly stated about the laser light attacks affecting their team performances, in which it was also acknowledged by Indonesian coach Alfred Riedel, who criticized and felt shame on the behavior of some of the Indonesian supporters, although they won the first leg match in their home ground, as their victory in the match could be perceived as unfair by their team opponent because of the incident. The Indonesian fans would later express their apology to all Thai fans over the incident. However, the Thai coach did not blame the laser incident to Indonesian side, as it is the duty of referee to make call on the incident, and adding that it is caused by our own players' mistake and Indonesian players have showed their great fighting spirit. At the second leg final in Bangkok, one Indonesian player, Abdul Lestalahu, was sent off in the 90th minute after he suddenly kicking the ball to Thai bench players as a sign of protest for their lack of sportsmanship. The incident started when the ball that was out from the touch of Thai defender and rolling towards the Thai bench was held by one of the Thai officials sitting in the bench. When he wanted to take the ball to throw it back into the field, the Thai official refused to give him in what he described as an act of delaying the time when the Indonesian team are desperately in need to seek at least one quicker goal in the stoppage time to balance their aggregate. The ball was only given when he complained the issue to United Arab Emirates referee Abdullah Hassan, but in the way that he perceived as disrespectful, and as a result he kicking the ball to them as a sign of protest, where he was then approached by most of the players in the bench and given a red card by the referee. Shortly after he being sent off, he was seen showing his middle finger to Thai fans. His action were however not condemned by most Indonesian supporters and instead been backed up by them, with the blame was put to the Thai side for their lacking of sportsmanship in the event. Following the flare-throwing incident in the second leg final by Thai supporters comprising mostly from the members of Ultras Thailand shortly after their first leading goal scored by Serok Chathong for the Thai national team as well during the end of the match, the Royal Thai Police RTP launched an investigation following complaints from Thai public that the group has caused damage to the image of Thai football. The Football Association of Thailand FAT also been fined with us by the Asian Football Confederation AFC on 5 January 2017. I appreciate your time and I'm grateful for every like, comment, and share.